When you click play on the Pain into Purpose podcast, you're going to hear real stories from real people in real time. There's going to be a genuine conversation about what these people are going through, how they're navigating their process as far as like the pain that they're going through or went through, how they may be able to get to the next phase out of that by the application of the React model. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan Reese, and welcome to the Pain into Purpose podcast, episode 2. I will be hosting today, and I have a lovely friend of mine who's been on a wonderful journey of her own, and she's going to dive into a lot of her story today about that journey and whatever she wants to get into. My lovely friend, Vanessa Garcia. So, how are you doing today, Miss Vanessa?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I didn't realize I was your second guest. I'm honored.
So,
I'm just going to erase number one. I'm just saying I'm your first guest. Who was number one?
me.
Oh, okay.
So, my guy, George, he co-hosted the first one, and we dived into a little bit of my story to introduce, the podcast, who I am, what it's going to be about. And again, real stories, real people, real time, diving into whatever it is that they've been in through life as far as pain, trials, tribulations, stuff like that. And the goal is to try to see how you navigated that. And maybe I can provide tools to kind of help in that aspect.
For sure.
All right. So before we go all the way in depth, who is Vanessa? Not the resume type. Like who
Not
are you?
ChatGPT?
Yeah, not ChatGPT. Like who are you to the world?
I am a mother, a daughter, and a grown ass woman handling business out here as a Latina just trying to exist in this world.
Okay. What does it feel like to be a mother?
It feels, ooh, man, you're going deep. I'm just kidding.
Listen, a little bit.
As a mother, there's stages. What I'm learning is this is my first time doing this. He's 14.
Okay.
And when he first was born, it feels like the most scariest, joyful, unsettling feeling you've ever felt before. Then he gets into the toddler stage and it's the most fun.
Right.
Then it's that weird like preteen phase where they still are your best friend. And right now we're in the teenage phase and I'm in the trenches.
So what do I have to look forward to? Because I got a 6-year-old going on 30 right now. So
look forward to hormones. Look forward to prep.
Oh.
For a few years.
So when you say prep, you mean bodybuilding?
Yes, meaning the hormones are going crazy. Mood swings are going crazy. 1 minute, he got mad at me the other day because I breathed too hard. And I'm like, I gotta live. I gotta breathe.
Right.
So, why do you have to breathe like that? And it's like those little things where I don't remember being like that as a teenager, but if I asked my mom, maybe she would disagree, you know?
Okay.
So.
Any plans on any more kids? You can say
it. Hell to the nah. I got 4 years before he's off to college. I'm going to do this again? The mood swings? If you would have asked me before teenage phase, hell yeah, I would have probably said like, maybe it's possible. But after going through this, Lord knows what he was doing.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, no. Well, no, let me back up. That's not up to me.
True.
So I give that decision to my wife. And the reason why I say that is because I literally watched her carry our daughter for 9 months while I sat there and did nothing.
I respect that you acknowledge that.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I felt helpless.
Yeah.
Like, so while she's sick, she has to deal with that.
Yep.
While she's going through pain, she has to deal with that.
Yeah.
While she's having her cravings, I may go get a box of pizza or something. Sorry, but I may do that. But there's nothing I can do to try to help you get through this pain, and then the ending of it having to go through a emergency C-section, and I wasn't allowed in the room. That's a whole nother story for another day. But
that's traumatic,
once my daughter was born, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like, and this is me personally, as a man, I should have no say-so in whether she has to go through that again.
Yeah.
So the rule is, if you want another one, you got to tell me. If you want two, you got to tell me.
Yeah.
But don't ask me to make a decision in that, because I felt so helpless during that whole scenario.
I respect that. I'm glad that I'm glad that there's men out there like you that think that way.
Yeah, listen. So it's tough. I mean, I envisioned two, but now it's just like, I'm cool with my daughter, who got split personalities anyway. She all over the place, so I feel like I'll be having 7 kids at once.
She's the main character.
Yes,
I love her.
Her attitude is crazy.
She's a mood.
Yeah. So, as a mom raising a teen, I would say you've been successful at this point.
I kept him alive. Yeah.
So when people see success on you, what are some of the things that they don't see?
They don't see the nights where I'm crying because I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Because it's my first time doing it and I'm learning as I'm going. They don't see the times where I don't know how I'm going to still feel fulfilled in myself, but keep him as a main priority, because you get lost in parenthood. They don't see the co-parenting that has to take place, and just still keeping myself as myself. I have to like navigate that every day, where it's like, okay, a lot of people don't say this, and maybe not everybody thinks that way, but as a parent, sometimes you hold resentment towards your kids because you feel like you're losing yourself in the sauce, right?
Got you.
And so you have to check yourself and say, they didn't ask to be here. They didn't. It was my choice to bring him in, regardless of the situation, how he's here. It's still my choice that I made. And so people don't see that. People don't realize that, especially if you're lost in the sauce. Because I was there for a long time and not realizing that I was losing myself.
And how have you been handling that?
Exercise, therapy. Exercise and therapy. Exercise saved my life. Therapy saved my soul.
Got you.
Yes.
So it seems like you've been able to navigate this life pretty well as far as trials, tribulations, and stuff like that. Is there, or what defining moment, whether it's like a painful moment, memory, setback, something that has happened to you that kind of changed the trajectory of like where you thought you was going, but something happened and it caused you to pivot?
Yes. There's so many moments that I've gone through, but the one that sticks out the most is the one that impacted me the most was probably meeting my son's father.
Okay.
That was, and not giving him all the glory to this, but like, it's just that moment, because so many things, so many good things and so many bad things came from it. Okay. And that's like that's the moment that both things happened.
Okay.
Because normally when something happens to your life, you're like, oh, it happened to me and all this bad stuff happened, but this one brought my beautiful son
absolutely
into the world. And I wouldn't change that for anything ever. But a lot of bad shit happened in that moment, a lot of things that if you would have asked me before meeting him and before becoming a mother, I never wanted kids. I never wanted to get married. I was supposed to finish college. I was in college at the time. I was supposed to move to Japan and work international business, because that's what I was studying at the time. And it's just like, I was a boxer at the time also. So I was managing all that. And then I meet him. He's a boxer, and here's our boy, here's our baby. And that just changed everything.
So you had a total life pivot from this moment.
Yep.
Wow.
Complete.
So while you're in whatever struggle you were in, because you mentioned like some bad moments, what kept you going?
God, my son and God. That's the only reason I'm still alive today.
Tell me a little bit more about your spiritual connection with God.
I had to find it because I was so angry when I was a fighter and I was going to school, and I was so angry. I was a very I wasn't the best person. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I can say that now. Um, I had a lot of like family trauma that I was dealing with that I didn't realize I was dealing with. And then I went through, my son's father, our marriage and stuff, and that was traumatic. And I didn't want to be here anymore. But the only reason I was breathing was because I couldn't leave my son to be on his own,
Gotcha.
And I realized that can't be my only reason. Like, there has to be a reason why I'm here. And it's not just to be a parent, because once he's 18, he has his own family. That's going to make me feel the same way of not wanting to be here. So I started praying, and I had some friends that were like super into their spirituality. And I've always been spiritual. I've always prayed and believed in God, but I really broke down and begged God to give me a reason to stay alive.
That's deep.
Yeah. And that's when it just clicked. We just clicked back again,
Got you. So that seems incredible as far as the strength you had to kind of navigate and, discover. Like, what part of you did you discover as far as your strength that you were able to gain that you didn't think you had before?
We were just talking about it. Confidence. My confidence in my man, it was a couple things, but in reality, I think it was just the confidence in knowing that I was gonna be all right.
Okay. Where was your confidence at before that?
God, I didn't want to be here. Like, shit, take me, please. But yeah, it was at zero. But I was confident in knowing I could keep this kid alive. I knew how to do that. So, but I wasn't confident in myself and how to keep myself alive.
Got you.
As long as he ate and he was fed and he was good, like that was my only focus. And yeah, but that confidence in keeping myself alive was not there.
It was pretty much like a day-to-day thing.
I wasn't even existing. I was just there. That postpartum ain't no joke.
I hear. I'm not gonna say I understand. I do not understand that. So the women who go through that, I pray often. I have someone who's going through that right now. Yeah. Actually, a family member that's going through that right now, who's somewhat detached away from her, her newborn son. So
hard.
So I'm very open to, hey, if you need to talk, come talk to me. Don't even hesitate coming over, stuff like that, because it'd be those little quick snap decisions that can change everything.
Yeah.
But one of the emotions you mentioned was anger. What other emotions that you were dealing with were some of the hardest to deal with during that, that rough season you were going through?
Sadness, confusion. Really just sadness. I was just so once the anger subsides, and my son was born, I felt happiness for the first time. Like genuine happiness of joy. I don't think that I think I was battling depression for a long time when I was younger, but it wasn't talked about. It wasn't a thing that Mexicans do, I guess,
Got you.
Mental health wasn't important when we were growing up.
It ain't important to us either. So it was. I don't know.
Yeah. But But I was just really like, once the anger subsided and you're going through traumatic stuff again as an adult, you just get really sad. And it was a mixture of sadnesses of like, there's different levels of sadness, right? You can just be sad because that's just a feeling you feel.
Right.
And then there's sadness of like disappointment. There's sadness of regret. There's sadness of all these other things. And it was like all of that was hitting me at once. Like I was a fighter, you know, like how did I allow myself to feel this low? How did I was sad about that. I was sad that my son was a newborn. He wasn't seeing nothing, but like he was a newborn and he had like a mom that was not who I perceived myself to be, you know? And then I'm in this traumatic marriage and like it was hard. And I was sad that I allowed myself to be in that.
Right.
You know? When I never even like, man, you could have asked all my friends. They would have been like, Vanessa? In an abusive relationship? Vanessa? There ain't no way. But it happened.
So what helps you, I guess, maintain emotional control today?
Exercise and God and my son.
So those are the three main characters for you.
That's it.
What roles do they play as far as keeping you under control emotionally?
Yeah, well, God calms my nerves, my nervous system. Whenever I feel out of whack, whenever I feel uneasy, I pray. I pray, and if it's not, I can't say it's not working. It's always working, but if I still feel like I can't even like sit down because I feel so anxious or so I'm starting to feel that sadness again, then I go to the gym. And then I get out my frustration in the gym. And when I'm done with that, then I go and I hug my son.
Nice.
And all three of those work cohesively sometimes.
So you used to fight, huh?
Yeah, man.
Tell me about it.
My first love. Let's see. He's amazing.
So what type of fighting were you doing?
I was a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my first love. I fought for 6 years of my life.
Okay.
From 18 till my son was conceived, and it was the best thing that I can. It was fueled by anger, but it still was my first love. Okay. That says a lot, actually. That I was probably gonna end up in some kind of traumatic relationship, since I like the abuse of fighting.
Do you still tap into that fighting spirit, or do you go boxing from time to time?
Yep. So every now and then, I'll hit up my like old gym and do mitts or hit the bag, and it's just something that's never. I don't think it's ever gonna leave me.
What does that do for you when you go do that?
Oh my gosh, everything. It just makes me feel fulfilled. It feels just, it's like you know when you were born to be doing something?
Yes.
That's how it feels. Like when I'm doing it, it's like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So it just makes me feel complete.
All right.
Yeah.
But you found a new love.
Yeah.
Tell the people what you've been to. Tell the people about this journey. This part right here. I showed somebody your transformation today, who sometimes they struggle mentally a little bit as far as like, you know, getting to whatever their destination they deem to be. So believe it or not, I show a lot of people your transformation.
Oh, thank you.
And the reason for that is because, and it's not a physical thing. It's you've been on this journey. And I remember having this conversation with you at a show, and you was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna ever make it. And I said, don't ever say that. You remember me telling you that? And I said, all you got to do is put in the work. And you will get there. So tell the people about this new love you found in this journey that you've been on for 5 years?
6.
Yeah. Tell the people.
So I got really, really fat. Like I got overweight, you know?
Okay.
And because of everything that I was going through. But when, you know, I woke up one day, God woke me up and said, you know, my purpose is to be doing other things. So the first thing to tackle was my external before I started therapy, right?
Got you.
And so I started working out, but as a fighter, I always had that, like, I have a fight coming up. So I have to prepare for this.
Yes.
I have, I have to train. I have to eat right because I have a fight coming up. There's always a fight coming up. Even if there's no fight coming up.
Right.
There's always a fight coming up, right? And so I did that for 6 or 7 of my years. So like that doesn't just like go away. So when I started working out, I couldn't figure out how to work out. I wanted to fight. I wanted to train on the bag. I wanted to be in the ring. I wanted to jump rope. When you're 340 pounds, that's really hard on your knees and like
absolutely
and on your back, and like I was having back problems. It was just everything was breaking down.
Right.
So I couldn't. So then I felt discouraged because I'm like, I can't work out how I want to work out, and I don't know how to work out in the gym because I've never done that. What do I do?
Right.
So I got a trainer, and slowly but surely he was teaching me how to work out in the gym again. And then I realized I like this a lot, but I still don't have a reason. I was showing up because I didn't want to let him down.
Right.
I was showing up because, he's showing up for me, so I got to show up for him. Not because I actually wanted to be there. So then I kind of went away and did my own thing. I said, let me do this for me. So I started going to the gym again. I started going to the gym. And I started noticing people were like really buff around me. And like,
that's great. And
like women were like, had shoulders and stuff. I'm like, what the? Then these ladies with these legs. And then I started tapping into like my algorithm, started changing up my Instagram. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is something I can do. Mind you, I was still like Big Mama at the time, but you can't tell me I can't do nothing.
Oh, I like that. Right? I like that. Yes.
So here comes the delusion of like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to reach. This is going to be my fight.
Okay.
And I'm going to reach for this. I don't know how long it's going to take me. If you would have asked me at 340 pounds, I thought it was going to be 6 months.
Yeah, no. No, exactly. No.
I remember. You can ask my coach, shout out to Jazz. You can ask my coach. I went up to her and I said, I want to be Miss Olympia in 6 months.
Hey, that confidence is so fire to me.
Miss Olympia. I went in there and I had lost maybe like 40 pounds. I went in her studio and I was like, I think this is just loose skin. She's like,
and Jazz knows what she's talking about too. So
she looked at me. She's like, okay, let's try the 6 months, see how it goes.
Right.
And that's what had that spark. But my real spark was the day that I went to that show where I met you in person.
That was your first show, right?
That was my first show ever. And this is like year 3 of me in this, right? Mm-hmm. And coming from 340 pounds to where I was at that show, I thought I was doing something. And I was doing something. But seeing those women on stage, it was like I needed to be there to see that. I had to. And when I seen it in person and realized I still got some work to do, I just put in the work. But that love for wanting to see your body at its peak, that's what that started when I went to that show.
That's what's up.
And seeing the excitement of like the coaches like seeing their people up there, like that reminded me of boxing. Like my coach used to like, man, he used to brag about me all the time, and like I was not for nothing, but I was, a good fighter. So
I believe it.
It just brought that back of like, wow, I want my coach to be proud of me that I made it up there. And so here I am today. I can say I'm a bodybuilder now.
Yes, you can, because you did your first show. How was it? If you could describe your first show in one word, how was it?
Magical.
That's fire.
Magical. Yeah.
I love that for you because of the simple fact that you didn't quit. You're part of the 1%. A lot of people say they want to compete, and I'm the first one to say it ain't for everybody. No. And I told you that too. I said, you know what? You may not get up there, but just don't quit on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, just continue to push through, and you made a magical moment for yourself. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Proud of that for sure.
Yeah.
You mentioned your coach Jazz. You mentioned your boxing coach. A lot of these different connections. Me and you've connected. We done had spiraling conversations on IG after your show.
Yeah.
Who else have you connected with to kind of during those moments of like your hardest seasons? Like, who were you able to connect with to kind of help you kind of get past those times?
Man, I have a really, I've built a really strong circle from everything that I've been through. I will say that my brother Martel, who was my first trainer, was, and it still is, like when I had those hard times during prepping for the bodybuilding show, and I didn't have any energy, I would just call him, and I know where he was at because he's always at the gym, right?
Right.
So I'll just call him up, like, hey, where you at? Which gym are you at? Meet him there, and just like 5 minutes of us just talking shit. Not even talking about the show, not even he never asked me, he knew better, you know, like he just knew, like she don't want to talk about that shit. She wants to just being around that energy of like, this is what we chose to do forever.
Right.
And this is what it is. Now get your ass on the stairs, get your ass on the Stairmaster and finish what you started.
The work is the work.
That's it. And there was times, you know, I reached out to you whenever I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
Hey,
I don't think it's working.
No,
I don't see any muscles yet.
It was working.
Yeah, it was working. Yeah.
So tell me why these connections are important to you.
They're important because when you're in a dark place, you kind of isolate yourself. You know, mentally, either it's mentally, you can have 1,000 people around you, but you're still alone in your brain. And I did that for a lot of years, and I really was in survival mode. And so these connections that I've made, and I only mentioned a few. There's so many. There's 5 for sure.
Gotcha.
That they know who they are, but it's I don't want to go through this alone anymore. I'm a single parent. I don't have to. And those people that are in my circle are like, really, if I call them right now and said, hey, my car is not working, can you pick me up? They would come.
That's beautiful.
You know? And so that right there, I wouldn't trade that for anything.
How has those experiences shaped you today?
Man, I'm cool as fuck.
Look, hey, talk about it.
No, like I really like, I think we change every day, right? So every day we're evolving, but the amount of times I hear like, hey, you cool as hell, like that is what I remember me. Like I don't want to say I'm going back to me because I'm already past that and I've evolved and I'm a better person than that. But finding myself during the past like 3 years really, where I felt like I had to like drink or, you know, be at the club or, you know, not even, I never did that, but like drink, especially because I stopped drinking. It's been like 2 years.
That's good.
That right there, like I didn't know how to be like social without doing stuff that other people are doing, you know? And now it's like I don't need anything. Like I am who I am.
That's what's up.
And I'm like grounded. My feet are grounded, and like I'm funny as fuck. I'm cool. Like I talk shit. Like I'm the cool mom, if you ask me. But my son might say otherwise. But
he might not.
You know.
Look, when did you realize your pain was becoming your purpose?
My pain becoming my purpose. I don't want to challenge that, but I don't think it is my purpose.
What is your purpose?
My purpose is to follow where God is leading me. That's my purpose. I don't know what that is. It probably isn't even what it was yesterday. Because I feel like something is always changing us every day. Like this conversation right now is changing me, and it might make me change my mind of what I want to do tomorrow.
Facts.
You know, so I don't feel like my pain, I don't want to give my pain that much power, but my purpose is wherever God's leading me. Okay. And if it has pain in it, then I accept that.
All right. One last question.
Yeah.
If you can go back to your younger self or to yourself that was in those trying times, what would you tell yourself?
Girl, get your ass up.
Listen.
Go take a shower. I would tell her, get your ass up. Nobody has that power over you. No situation has that power over you. You are beautiful, you are strong, and you are worth it. That's what I would tell her.
That's what I'm talking about. Ms. Vanessa.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man. Your story it's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
I love it, man. So we're going to be out. See y'all on the next one. Peace.
That was fun.